is the generation of them that seek your face. Holy Spirit, yeah. You are my everything. You are my everything. Holy Spirit. You are, you are. You are, you are. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. I can't live without your presence. I can't live without your presence. See, you're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. This is a cry to you, Lord. This is my cry. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. You. You're all we want. You. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we want. You're all we need. You're all we need. You're all we need. You're all we need. You're all. You're all. Jesus. Calm down. Spirit, when you move, you make my heart pound. When you fill the room, I'm here and I know you will feel me. Calm down. Spirit, when you move, you make my heart pound. You're here and I know you are moving. I'm here and I know you will feel me. You will feel me till I overflow. You will fill me till I overflow. Hey! You will fill me till I overflow. You will fill me till I overflow. You will fill me till I overflow. Come and fill me till I overflow. Come in. Can you just raise your hands on this prayer? Kenalana, come in. Come and fill me till I overflow. Come and fill me. I need more, I need more. Yesterday's is not enough, so come in. Come and fill. Holy Spirit, come. Come and fill me. Hey. Come in. He is in the room. Come in till I. Come and fill me. 'Cause you are the well that never runs dry. You are the well that never runs dry. You are the well. Can you sing it out? You are the well. You have everything I need, 'cause you are the well. You are. Just as that woman went to the well and met her Savior, the Lord is in this place tonight. Whatever it is that you need, you can draw from the well. Is it healing, breakthrough, miracles? You can draw from the well. You can draw from the well. Is it breakthrough? Is it healing? Is it miracles? You can draw from the well. You can draw from the well. You can draw from the well. All who are thirsty and all who are needed, come to the well. 'Cause you are the well that never runs dry. Say you are the well. You are the well. You are the well. That never runs dry. You are the well. You are the well. You are the well. You are the well. You
Good morning. Preacher, can you hear me? Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well. This is a brand new day, and we are super excited, of course, for where we have come so far and where we're headed. So, this is an amazing time. Day 10. I don't know why I have not yet updated the banner down, but we are in for it, and today we are going to be trading, of course. Um, we are very super excited for where the market is heading this morning, and all we need is just to make sure that we are doing the right thing and see how actually we can capitalize on the move that is yet to happen today. Do we know what we are going to take, a buy or a sell? No, but it's just a beautiful morning that we need to cherish and do what we have to do. All right, as you can see on my screen, I just have the gold chart, and we are going to be going through that beautiful trade. You know how Trump calls that thing the beautiful bill? So we are going to go through the beautiful trade as well. In the morning, we took an amazing trade on xauusd. That was today morning at market open, I guess, here in Uganda. And we were with the mentees, and we had a blast, okay? We had an amazing blast. So today it is the same thing we want to do, right? Just take that trade, make sure that we are doing the right thing, and um, it is gonna be a beautiful time. Okay, it is gonna be a very very beautiful time. All you need to do is lock in and make sure that you are doing what is right. Yeah, lock in, make sure you're doing what is right. And when you do that, all the other things just become very, very cheap. Of course, don't forget these sessions are called Bible and Church, and I'm your favorite host here, xauusd preacher. All right, so let me know in the comment section, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How is your beautiful life? How is your beautiful life? I'll be able to see here your comments. Of course, we believe, and I know that on the stream there's a bit of a lag. So what happens is, if you really 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 are very grounded to taking such trades with myself, there's something that you have to do. Just enter into mentorship, because these guys are actually live on a platform that doesn't have that latency, so you'll be able to hear everything that we are doing and do it with us. Okay, and do it with us. But currently, yeah, that is what is happening. Also, we are live in my Telegram channel. Of course, again, there's a latency there as well. So what is needed is just waiting and seeing what the market is all about tonight, and we strike. It is as beautiful as that. That's what we are looking for. Oops. So there's something I was looking at going out. It didn't go out. Okay. Yep. Reload these. Let's see. How are you guys doing? How is the market treating you so far? Yeah. How is the market treating you so far? How are the markets treating you guys? So it should be a beautiful day, I can see a number of people watching from TikTok. Can you just send in maybe some messages for me to know who that is watching? I woke up today and my English is messed up. I just wonder what is happening. What is happening to me? Okay, but never mind. Yeah, it is a good day, and we are very very thrilled to see what is happening this side. Yeah, so the main platform, of course, if you want to join the main platform, that is YouTube. So most of the comments there, I'll be seeing them first. But as well, I've told you that we are streaming on a number of platforms, so I have a multi view of some of your comments coming through, and I'll be reading some of those as well during the session. And we are live streaming on TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Thank you, Timothy. We can see you. Yeah. We can see you. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. So it is a very beautiful morning. One of the things that I love doing early mornings is going ahead and reading the Bible for us. And that is something that I want to do after maybe us taking this trade tonight. So when we take the trade, we shall go ahead and read the Bible. Yeah, we shall go ahead and read the Bible. If you want to join my mentorship, it is absolutely free, right? Okay. We have a paid version of it and we have a free version of it. So those that are on the free version are able to actually be on a live call right now. Like when I speak right now, there is a lag that comes through, of course, on Instagram, YouTube, wherever I'm streaming from. But people who are on Google Meet, they're actually receiving whatsoever I'm talking immediately. So that is the beauty with mentorship. So there is a free version for that, and there is also a paid version. You choose. If you are an XNES client and you're under my partner link, that is something that you can get for absolutely free. Okay. But if you are another client, or if you want to join in and do use my partner link, you can DM me. We can see what to do. You can get that access. But for now, we are excited about today's trade, and that's all we want to know. Okay, let me know, what are your thoughts on gold today, this morning? Oops, what are your thoughts? Just let me know. Just tell me in the comment section. I'll be hearing what you guys are all about. Wherever you're watching from, whatever platform, just comment and I'll receive that here. What are you looking at gold doing this morning? Okay, what is that you're looking at? Let me know. I just got a notification that I'm not streaming on Facebook. How is that so? Let's check that again. Okay, I think it's good now. It should be good now. Okay, the market is already doing something that I'm loving to see, which is an amazing thing. So let's just wait to see actually how the 5-minute candle closes on this particular chart here. Okay, I hear some people joining in on the call. Participants. So what we need to see is that trade doing some beautiful things. Okay, that's what we want to see. Let's go back and watch it. So what I need to see is this 5-minute candle closing above that area, and when we do that, the bigger part of this section will be done. We shall be waiting. Yes, this is nice. We have just about 2 minutes to the closure. So let's see what happens. If you are in mentorship and you have any questions, you can always talk. Okay, you can just text in the chat. Let me open that so that it is what I'm monitoring on on your end, just so that we're not disturbing the audio that is coming through. Okay. But other than that, we see a flip right there on the 5-minute chart, which is something good. Let's just wait. So I'm trying to see a way I am able to watch, these three charts, all of them together. The 15, the 5, and the 1. That is where I'm going to be basing my analysis to take this morning trade. Okay. So the 5-minute looks like it is closing on the low. Which is a very good sign. We just need the market to close. Okay, that is good. Okay, this is a good sign. So right now, everything we are looking for is a weakness that the market can show us. Either it wants to sell at this point in time or not. Okay, that's something that we are going to be looking out for right now. That's all I'm looking for. What is the weakness the market is showing me? Either can it come back and retest this zone, or does it just want to go down, from where it is currently? Those are things that are in my head running right now. Okay. So can the market retest that particular zone drawn here on the 1 minute? That's what I need to see. Can I see any form of weakness there? Someone is asking me on TikTok, how are you using FIB? I don't know what that means, brother. Good to see amazing people watching on YouTube. Yeah, from whatever platform that you're watching from, just throw that shout out, and I'll see you. All right, let's just be ready and see how best we can capitalize on the trades that we can get from here. On my phone, I am ready with my forex calculator in case I need to take a trade quickly. So you should be always ready to know how much am I trading and what is my risk for the day. Those things are really, really very important. Okay, those things are really very important. It's something that should be at the back of your mind every single time. So you need to know how many pips you're using and things like that. When you do, it helps you make faster decisions. It helps you take those trades quicker and faster. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bible and Charts. Welcome to Bible and Charts. Long gone are the days. Oh, this has been a crazy push down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I see a bit of weakness here, so my thought for this is I'll take a shot around this level, something like that. Then my SL is going to be above this zone, so I'm going to use around 20 pips just to be on the safe side. So let me just know how many 20 pips. I'm using around 5. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the market to just tap into that space a little, and I'll just get into this trade. Okay, all right, I'm in on a sell. So oops, my target, I didn't have to close my terminal. My target on this one is going to be a 1:5, sorry, a 1:3, but of course you don't have to be very rigid, right? So we've got an entry right there. Our stop loss is 20 pips, and our take profit is going to be a 1:3 just for this time around. Okay, just for this time. Let me see here. 1:3. Okay, trade. Oops, the trade is really running crazy already in negatives here. Okay, anyway, the thing is, what you have to do is wait for that point of weakness, which I realized that I saw in this place here, and I'm selling. So whatever the market wants to do now, it is up to it. Okay, that's the kind of mind you should be having while you're trading, that the market at any time, at any point in time, it will do what it wants to do, and it shouldn't be like a problem, right? Shouldn't be an issue. You'd be like, okay, I've executed whatsoever the market wants to do, let it do. Okay, so let's just wait and see what it does. One of the things that make us better traders is the fact that you are quick at execution, and you don't mind whether you're hitting SL or not. That's where the worry of many traders is. Maybe when I take the trade, I'm going to hit SL. It is true, yes, that you will do sometimes hit the SLs, but what is the ultimate goal behind your trading, right? That is like the real thing that has to be your driving factor. Sorry guys, I guess I'm getting a flu or a cough. Thank you, Alex. So what I'm trying to say is, your drive is really what matters most. That is what really matters most, not the fact that you're scared of taking a trade or something. So every time I'm into these markets, all I want is, okay, everything that I see on my checklist to take a trade, are they ticked? If yes, I tell myself, then what am I looking for that particular day, and am I taking the right trade I told myself I would be trading according to what I see? If that is a yes as well, I say okay, so then what do I do? Let me execute. SL hit, okay. TP hit, okay. Well and good. That is the only way to go about this. So what I'm trying to do right now is just double checking my SL. I used 20 pips, but I want to double check if it is where it was meant to be. Yes, so this is where my SL had to be, at 20 pips. And most of the times when you take these trades and you're in, you already did your SL. Make sure that at that glance, when you look at the market, you are looking at the right SL that you want to take, not just any SL, right? Just make sure that it is the right SL you told yourself that this is what I needed to take. Because right now, my mind is like, okay, is this the right SL I needed to take? Why? Because emotionally, when the trade is moving out of your way, you are like, oh, okay, am I doing the right thing? Is this what I really needed to take? Okay, the market is like some few pips away from my SL. That should not be like something that really scares you off. You should make sure that when you look at the market before you take that trade, the thing that is in your mind more than the TP or you taking the trade is that, is the SL that I'm taking the right one, right? So if that is the right SL, the market is going to be beautiful to you. It is going to do great things for you. Because you have already now put something in your mind that says, I am sure that this is the right trade that I'm meant to take. And that right there is a certain kind of peace of mind it brings to you. And a certain peace it brings to you. Regan, how are you? Sorry for now. We are a bit not hiring, but maybe when we do, we can always, reach out to you. Just make sure that maybe you throw a DM so that I am able to recognize you. Just throw that DM in X. I'll be able to look at that sometime to come. By the way, you can enter my mentorship absolutely for free. What you need to do is just make sure you go into my Telegram channel, which is right on your screens, xauusdpreacherhq, and you will be able to get such details on how you can join my mentorship for free or for you while you pay. Any of the two that works best for you. We left it in your able hands for you to be able to choose what you want to do. Okay. Yeah, make sure, by the way, you're sharing this video with someone. Don't be greedy. You don't want other people to win. That's not nice. That's not very nice. Okay. What is our focus? What is really that thing that runs in mind? What runs in mind for me is whether SL or TP, I really don't care. All I need to see is, have I actually taken what I was meant to take? That's the thing that has to be ringing in your head right now. That is the trade that you are in, the right trade you are meant to take. That's something that people just make their eyes not see. Yeah. And at the end of the day, anything that runs in their head, emotionally, they just take on that, and it brings a lot of issues for them. Okay. So with this trade here we're taking, of course it is a sell, and this hammer candle here that I'm seeing, it is something that happened but after the break, on the 15 minutes time frame as well. So if this trade hits SL, I'm not looking for a re-entry, because it already showed me some of the confluences that I already have on my checklist. But if possibly it had wicked before it went in and showed us a bit of some momentum in a certain direction, we would be able to enter into this trade. But I don't see that currently, because even right now we are playing below this particular line I put here, right? So what I need to see is just either the market moving up or down. Currently I just need to make sure that I am still, composed and thinking, okay, where is the market going? Do you see this box we put here? The market has been playing around it for some time, right? So this potentially still shows a bit of weakness, but the market does what it wants to do. That's why you need to be able to you need to be able to know what you're taking. Earlier this morning we took a trade with the mentees, which was an absolute fire. Okay, where is that trade for the day in the morning? We need to look for it. This is the trade we took in the morning, and we hit some amazing TPs right there, and it was a good one. Okay, for this one I see we have hit SL on it, and it is okay. SLs, I told you, they are part of this game. You just have to be ready and know when I take that SL, what is it about. Okay, have I still been in the picture of what I needed to take? All right, that is the beauty with this kind of thing that we do. So let's just keep watching and see what the market does in the next few minutes. Let's just keep watching and see what the market does in the next few minutes. Again, around this zone, because my anticipation was a sell. It has hit my SL and it has moved back in the range. Okay, so I want to see what is the price action really like. Is it still around sales, or it is something else? If it is, well and good. If it is not, then I can see what to do. Remember the thing I told you. Your SL has to be something that is at the top of your mind. You exactly know your risk before you take any kind of trade that you take. Sorry guys who are on the Google Meet, I didn't mute. Again, we are saying we just need to wait. What I just, with this kind of price action, I'd be already done for the day. Okay, what I'm looking at is, okay, I just want to really confirm if the market hit my SL with the right intention of hitting it, and it is moving to the upside, or it is just playing and it wants to go in the particular direction that I needed it to go. Okay, that's the most important thing that we are doing right now. Again, what happens with many traders, if they get to hit that SL, they're like, okay, I'm done with the market. The FOMO comes in, the fear comes in, the greed comes in. I wish it went to my direction. That is not what we are doing here. What we are doing is, okay, the market has hit your SL, but is it the right thing that the market had to do? Did you miss out something? Possibly you took the wrong measurement of your SL or something. So that is exactly what has to run in your mind, not otherwise. Those other things that make you feel funny, okay? But other than that, guys, I'm really excited to see all of you every single day. We stream 2 times a day. In the morning, that is 7:30 a.m. GMT plus 3, and we also stream at around 12:30 GMT plus 3. We have 2 calls that happen in mentorship. Again, we have one that happened early in the morning where we took this particular trade here that I've showed you, and it was an absolute good 1:2 hour on that trade. So literally that means even if we've hit SL on this one, we have not lost much because we already made a 2 hour in the morning and we are still trading. So it is about you knowing your craft, and when you do, you make sure that you're doing the right thing. You are not in fear of losing. You're not in fear of being an absolute mess, okay? When you're trading, that's the goal, that's the intention, that we are able to monitor our monies. Yeah, so this is the trade here I was telling you about that we took earlier in the morning. This was around 1 a.m. So while you're sleeping, some people are trying to see, can the market actually give me what I really need? Guys, sorry, I don't know where this flu is coming from or something, but it's all good, So that's the trade we had taken, that hit SL. What we are trying to do currently is ask ourselves, did the market just stop us out because it had to stop us out? Will the trade not go in the direction it had to take? Those are just little small things that should run in your mind. And I see the market, trying to go below the zone again. So this is the zone, the small box zone that I'm looking at. If the market really gives me some good signs and hope that it will do good, I might just make a re-entry. Again, that's the beauty of risk management, that you still have some cash on the table floating for you to take the trades, okay? With this kind of trades that need you to use smaller lots, smaller how is it called, smaller risks, you just have to make sure that you know what exactly is happening on your table and what you want to take. So right now I'm looking much more on the 5-minute chart. I want to see what it really has to offer. My directional bias for this morning is just sales again, so I'm not going to differ much from that. Yeah, you guys can tell me what you have in mind. I'm open to hear some of those thoughts. My position is not open anymore. We hit those amazing SLs, and I believe you could be able to see that on your screen, that we are no longer open. Oh, hold on. Guys, I'm really sorry. What happened to me this morning? Interesting stuff. I did not set my take profit, guys, and SL. This is a good sign. Let me copy this. I did not set my SL. And wow. This is something that you do not have to do. Okay? You have to be very careful. Again, I've set my SL. If it is hit, like it has been hit, in a few it might be hit, so you just have to bear, because you woke up in the morning with that risk in mind. Okay, unless the markets help us and not hit it, but it had to be hit, so I have to set my SL so that I don't lose more. I'd forgotten to set my SL. That's crazy. That's crazy. On this particular trade, I'm risking about $1,000 on it. Wow, thank you so much, Unez. Big shout outs to you. I forgot that I didn't put my SL. That's crazy, guys. Yes, however much you set that position sizing well and you don't have that SL in place, my friend, it is a bad thing for you. You might get a shock of your life, right? So I'm super excited that we are still in this trade. But that's a wrong thing to be excited about, because right now the market would have taken us out already. And of course, some of you who took this trade and you set your SLs, I believe you were taken out. So sorry about that. I did not intend not to put my SL. Wow. Crazy world. So, like again I said, my interests are still more on the downside, okay? Is to see actually why was I taken out? Or why did the market have to go overboard that side? For those of you that have still not taken this trade, maybe this is a good chance, since I'm still in. But yeah, you need to be very careful of why. I'm really bothered by these few pips that went through my SL. Really bothered about them, because the more you're bothered about such things, they give you the hunger and thirst to know, why did my trades have to hit SL? Why did my trades have to do ABC, right? So that's the hunger and thirst we look for, that we know exactly what the market is communicating to us. And most likely, when I see the market not hitting, not moving, and it's being choppy, remember this is a Monday morning anyway, right? This is a Monday morning. So the market can be choppy. It can be whatsoever you want to be, okay? But again, if you if you're taking this as a business and you are having a mind like that man who is having a shop in town, you just have to be ready every single day. Wake up in the morning, make sure you're dressed up for the day, you're dressed up for the job, and go sell or go buy. That's what we are doing here. Okay, so whether the market gives us another heartwarming heartbreak of hitting that SL, it is okay. We woke up in the morning with the mind that this is what we want to see. Okay, so I'm doing a challenge, guys. 2 challenges, by the way, not just one. We have 0 to 100k in payouts, and another challenge is 0 to $12 million funding before a certain period of time, which I don't know. Okay, but for the funding bit, I know that should be before the end of the year. That's where my anticipation and thoughts are. So everything is gonna be documented here still, like we are doing these trades. So some of these things are to show you that trading is real. Yes, I know in certain countries it's still a very big norm, like trading is a scam. I don't know why a bank would go around teaching their bankers how to trade, yet it is a scam. So it is just a mindset that many African countries have to shift, so that they stop borrowing from other nations. I'm not sure, Unais, if this will hit my TPOSL. It's just planning well and tell yourself, hey, this is what I'm taking again. Then the market does whatsoever that it wants to do. People watching me from Telegram in the community, big shout outs to you guys. You are the real MVPs, you know that, right? Real MVPs. If you are not in my community, I don't know what you're doing. You need salvation. Okay. People watching from YouTube, excited to see you guys. You're also some real G's, It means a lot to see you following. Okay. People watching from TikTok, you as well, some good, great guys. We have people watching again from Kik and Twitch. I can see you as well. Unez has been there. Yeah, the issue of hearing me from one side of your headpieces, for the people that are watching, I believe most of you guys, maybe you can hear me from that angle. It is gonna be resolved today. I don't know if it is just a setting here on my mixer or something. Maybe I'm not sure why it does so. Maybe if you get a change right now, you can tell me there's something I just pressed. I also don't know. People over TikTok, could you tell me, do you hear me from like one side of your headsets for the people that are using that? Because the phone might, show you, might bring out the audio in mono, but headphones will tell you something else. So you can let me know if you're hearing something different. Actually, Benjamin, I believe you're in headsets right now. Do you hear me like from two sides? Benja, are you there?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you hear me from like two sides?
Yeah.
Okay, so meaning it is a stream problem. Okay. So guys, again, what you're seeing here, it is what they call patience. If you can see on my screen, there are three things that govern this channel: patience, discipline, and focus. That's it. Of course, someone will be like, there's something missing. God is everything we are seeing. He's patient, he's full of excellence and discipline, he's full of focus. So that's the thing that has to be in your way, that when you master those three things and love on God, He will give you the absolute guidance that you need to take for all your trading. Okay guys, I guess we are stopped out right now, and that's an ace for us this morning. And I believe that when an ace happens, you take it gladly with your heart full of gratitude. Okay? And I believe that when an ace happens, you I don't know why my stream has gone off. Okay. I guess my stream has gone off, guys. I'll just monitor that, why I've seen that happen. Yeah, but we are done for today's trading, more so this morning hour. When that SL hits, it is a sign that it is done deal for the day. Sorry for the morning session. We shall be coming in later in the evening, in the afternoon. Yeah, so that's it for this morning. Maybe I'm going to just use the next 1 hour to go over the Bible and just read a few scriptures with you guys as we wait for that 1 hour. We shall be reading the Bible. Then as we wait to see what the market really had to do, or what it is going to do, then we shall call it a stream for the afternoon for the morning, and wait for the afternoon stream. So with our Bible reading last time, we ended in Matthew chapter 21, and it is a place that I would want us to begin from. Then we see how we can end today's stream. You can't lose two times. You can't lose a trade and lose on God as well. It doesn't work that way. Okay? You can't lose a trade and lose on God. It doesn't work that way. Anywho, so I've put for your Bible on the left. You can read with me as we see what the market had today. So we are going to go into Matthew chapter 22. It is where we stopped last time. We stopped on 21, so we're going to go to 22. Then after there, we can we can move on after seeing what the market is doing. So this is what the Bible says in Matthew 22. And Jesus answered and spoke to them again by parables and said, the kingdom of heaven is like a certain king who arranged a marriage for his son and sent out his servants to call those who were invited to the wedding, and they were not willing to come. Again, he sent out other servants, saying, tell those who are invited, see, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and fatted cattle are killed, and all things are ready. Come to the wedding. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his own farm, another to his business, and the rest seized his servants, treated them spitefully, and killed them. But when the king heard about it, he was furious, and he sent out his armies, destroyed those murderers, and burnt up their city. Then he said to his servants, the wedding is ready, but those who were invited were not worthy. Therefore, go into the highways, and as many as you find, invite to the wedding. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all whom they found, both bad and good. And the wedding hall was filled with guests. Okay? But when the king came in to see the guests, he saw a man there who did not have a wedding garment. So he said to him, friend, how did you come in here without a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then the king said to the servants, bind him hand and foot, take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. Then the Pharisees went and plotted how they might entangle him in his talk. And they sent to him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Teacher, we know that you are true, and teach the way of God in truth, nor do you care about anyone, for you do not regard the person of men. Tell us therefore, what do you think? Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But Jesus perceived their wickedness and said, Why do you test me, you hypocrites? Show me the tax money. So they brought him a denarius, and he said to them, Whose image and inscription is this? They said to him, Caesar's. And he said to them, Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. When they had heard these words, they marveled and left him and went their way. The same day, the Sadducees who say there is no resurrection came to him and asked him, saying, Teacher, Moses said that if a man dies, having no children, his brother shall marry his wife, and raise up offsprings for his brother. Now there are here with us 7 brothers. The first died after he had married, and having no offsprings, left his wife to his brother. Likewise, the second also, and the third, even to the 7th. Last of the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife of the 7 will she be? For they all had her. Jesus answered and said to them, You are mistaken, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels of God in heaven. Ooh. This is a beautiful one, guys. Jesus answered, let me repeat that for you. Jesus answered and said to them, You are mistaken, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels of God in heaven. But concerning the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was spoken to you by God, saying, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob? God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. And when the multitudes heard this, they were astonished at his teaching. Okay. But when the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together. Then one of them, a lawyer, asked him a question, testing him and saying, Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in law? Jesus answered and said, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them, saying, What do you think about the Christ? Whose son is he? They said to him, The son of David. He said to them, How then does David in the Spirit call him Lord, saying, The Lord said to my Lord, Sit at my right hand, till I make your enemies your footstool. If David then calls him Lord, how is he his son? And no one was able to answer him a word, nor from that day or did anyone dare question him anymore. Wow, this was a beautiful one. And it's beautiful that Pharisees could never ask Jesus any question again, from what we just read here, because they thought they had outsmarted him. Yeah, but it was just different. So let's read some more. Let me hope you guys enjoy reading the Bible like I do. I just find something beautiful every single day. Yeah, something beautiful every single day. So Matthew chapter 23. By the way, before that, this is something I'd never thought about in Matthew 22, where, you and your wife will not be together, right? Because when you read this scripture here, they are telling you when we get in heaven, we are all angels of God. We're not going to be like, okay, where is couple X? Where is couple Z? Right? So, wow, this is something I feel like I need to beat my mind on more. Maybe if it is really like the Bible confirms it, you will be like angels of God, all of you guys in heaven. Yes, you might know yourselves, but not knowing yourselves that, that is my wife or that's what. So you need to take care of your people better before the resurrection comes. By the way, the end is so near. I don't know if you guys know that. You should look for God besides the market and the peeps. You should be looking for God. Okay. Matthew chapter 23. Okay. I have an amazing person here in my mentorship, and he's saying that you will know that they are your wife, in heaven. Okay. They were your wife. I don't know if that's the right word he said. Let me just double check for some of you guys. Where are my messages? Here. Okay. You will know that she was your wife. Yes, she was. Okay. She was. Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's read Matthew chapter 23. This is what it says. Then Jesus spoke to the multitudes and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. Therefore, whatever they tell you to observe, that observe and do, but do not do according to their works, for they say and do not do. For they bind heavy burdens, hard to hear, and lay them on many's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do to be seen by men. They make their phylacteries, I think that's phylacteries or something, broad, and enlarge the borders of their garment. They love the best places of feast, the best seats in the synagogues, greetings in the marketplaces, and to be called by men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But you do not be called Rabbi, for one is your teacher, the Christ, and you are all brethren. Do not call anyone on earth your father, for one is your Father, he who is in heaven. And do not be called teachers, for one is your teacher, the Christ. But he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. And whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. But woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you shut up the kingdom of heaven among men. For you neither go in yourselves, nor do you allow those who are entering to go in. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. Therefore you receive great condemnation. Okay. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees. We on verses 15. Hypocrites, for you travel land and sea to win one proselyte. I need to get back to my dictionary, guys. This is getting hard. And when he is won, you make him twice as much a son of hell as yourselves. Verse 16. Woe to you, blind guides, who say, whoever swears by the temple, it is nothing. But whoever swears by the gold of the temple, he is obliged to perform it. Fools and blind. For which is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifies the gold? And whoever swears by the altar, it is nothing. But whoever swears by the gift that is on it, he is obliged to perform it. Fools and blind. For which is greater, the gift or the altar that sanctifies the gift? Therefore, he who swears by the altar swears by it, and by all things on it. He who swears by the temple swears by it, and by him who dwells in it. And he who swears by heaven swears by the throne of God, and by him who sits on it. Interesting verse right there. But I'll not give it some much thought for now. There's some things that are running in my head. Okay, I believe you're watching the trade on the right. The thing, we are coming back to verse 23, but let me just show you something. I just want to watch how the market is going to play out in retesting this zone that is above here. Okay, I'm going to just enlarge this particular thing. Then I want to see how the market reacts when it comes back down here. If it does good things, then I might get the re-entry back in, but if it doesn't, I might just have to just watch that market and just leave it the way it is. Okay, so mentor is very, very important to know what you're doing. Let's go to 23. Okay, woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faith. These you ought to have done, without leaving the others undone. Blind guides who strain out a gnat and swallow a camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you cleanse the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of extortion and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisees, first cleanse the inside of the cup and dish, that the outside of them may be clean also. Okay. 27. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautifully outward, but inside are full of dead men's bones and all uncleaned. Okay. 28 says, even so you are also outwardly appear righteous to men, but inside you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. 29. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and adorn the monuments of the righteous, and say, if we had lived in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Therefore, you are witnesses against yourselves that you are sons of those who murdered the prophets. Fill up, then, the measure of your father's guilt. Serpents, blood of vipers, how can you escape the condemnation of hell? Therefore, indeed, I send you prophets, wise men, and scribes. Some of them you will kill and crucify, and some of them you will scourge in your synagogues and persecute from city to city, that on you may come all the righteous blood shed on earth, from the blood of righteous Abel to the blood of Zechariah, son of Berechi, whom you murdered between the temple and the altar. Assuredly, I say to you, all these things will come upon this generation. Interesting. That's verses 36. So when you look at the chart on the right, what I am possibly thinking in my head is, I'm looking for maybe a candle that is bullish, okay? A candle that is bullish, and it should really show us that there is some momentum coming through. That's the only way I can get a re-entry, maybe on the opposite direction, But if that doesn't happen, it means that the market is going to consolidate for really some time. Again, for those people who have just joined the stream, we had an sl earlier. We have taken so far 2 trades today. One, which is this one here, we hit a clean 1:2 this morning around 1 a.m. GMT plus 3, and we took this trade a few hours ago, like one or a few minutes ago, which entered into our SL. So we were still looking into the market, and what we wanted to really examine is why did the trade hit a sell. But already from what I am seeing here, what I'm seeing here is the market is trying to do whatsoever it can, but it is not showing us the signs of weakness we were looking for, because it went below this zone that I'd marked here that would work as maybe the resistance, since it had broken down here, but then it is going back into this zone, which is something that I didn't expect to see. That's why I might not take a re-entry, because this is too much falling within. So my thought was we might not see like the candles close below this zone. I don't know how it looks on the 5-minute. You see we've closed again below in the range, so that's an indication that we better not take a re-entry. Okay, that's an indication right there that we better not take the re-entry. Let me hope you guys understand some of these things when you see me do them, because honestly I want you guys to win. I want us to win together. Okay, let's continue with our Bible reading. We were done with verses 36. Verses 37 of Matthew 23 says, "O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the one who kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to her. How often I wanted to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. See, your house is left to you desolate. For I said to you, you shall see me no more, till you say, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord."
Preacher,
Yes.
there's a message I've sent you in the box.
All right, let me check that. I don't know if my PC volume passes through, but I believe it goes through the mainstream as well. So guys, when you hear some of those mentees talk to me, don't feel funny. Okay, I'm giving you that straight away, my boss. Let me clean up my chart. We've hit a clean SL here for today, and it is okay. Okay, the Bible has said beautiful things in Matthew 23. I don't know if you guys, just picked out a thing or two, but you should be able to love on what the Bible actually says. It's very, very crucial for us to to take in these words. Yeah, they create life and meaning. They tell us, things that are yet to come. They are words of wisdom. I know many young people, just this generation, we just don't want to do anything with the Bible. Beautiful as it is, yeah, beautiful as it sounds, we just don't want that. And sometimes I honestly can understand, but the Bible tells us that narrow is the road that leads to destruction. Like narrow. So I would say that it would be very beautiful if we really love it. Yeah, allow me just share something here with someone, then we get back to reading the Bible. Okay. Alright, we should be back in a moment. Okay, where were we? Let's go again. We had done Matthew 23, so let's go back to 20. Let's go to 24. Let me hope some of you guys are enjoying some of this. You understand what it means, right? So with everything that you see Jesus is doing with these Pharisees and the people, he's trying to instill something in them that you are used to a certain life, you're used to a certain law, you're used to certain beliefs and thinking, but these are things that are not going to make a difference in your life. Just live simple, live with a few things that are not. For example, when you look at the commandments part, he's telling them, just don't have a script running in your life. Just have a pure heart that you love, you give, you're not intending evil, and that's it. But when you list down things that you shouldn't do, that is going to make you overly, do the contrary. So, and it is just a message to us as well that we have to find a way of living like very authentically, within us, because that is what brings restoration, that is what brings life within us. Okay, all right, so let's go with Matthew 24. Remember, today we've read 22, 23 and 24. So today we are going to read only 3 chapters. 24 is the last one. Then we call it a day. Or even 25 if 24 ends off very interesting. This is what 24 says, Matthew 24 verses 1. Then Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came up to show him the building of the temple. And Jesus said to them, "Do you not see all these things? Assuredly I say to you, not one stone shall be left here upon another, that shall not be thrown down." Now, as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, "Tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" What a beautiful question to ask. And Jesus answered and said to them, Take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places, and all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another. Then many false prophets will rise up and deliver many and deceive many, and because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endeavors, the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end will come. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetops not go down to take anything out of his house. And let him who is in the field not go back to get his clothes. But woe to those who are pregnant and to those who are nursing babies in those days. And pray that your flight may not be in winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great tribulation, such has not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no, nor ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. Then, if anyone says to you, look, here is the Christ, or there, do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will rise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, look, he is in the desert, do not go out. Or look, he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Forever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days the sun will be darkened. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven, and the power of heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven. And then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Verses 31. And he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven unto the other. Now, learn this parable from the fig tree. When its branches has already become tender and puts forth leaves, you know that summer is near. So you also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the doors. Assuredly I say to you, this generation will by no means pass away till all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. Hallelujah to that. And verses 36 says, But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, there were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Then 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master made ruler over his household, to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master, when he comes, will find so doing. Assuredly I say to you, that he will make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant says in his heart, my master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat his fellow servants, and do not eat and drink with the drunkards, the master of that servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at an hour that he is not aware of, and will cut him in two, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Okay? Interesting reading right there. Wow. So today we've done amazing readings from chapter 22 to chapter 24. So 22, 23, 24. Those were 3 chapters. And let me hope that, you've learned something from them. When we read the Bible, it is meant to steer you up for something good. It is meant to tell you, what the will of God is for your life, what God thinks for you, what He wants for you, and everything like that. Okay, so be ready to keep yourself soaked in the Word of God. Be ready to keep yourself loving on Jesus, because honestly, I would say that loving on God is just that one thing that is going to change your perspective on a lot of things, right? A lot of things, and that's why we brought this session. We shall not be preaching to you because many of you hate being preached to, but at least let's read the Bible, pick whatever you can pick with your mind, okay? And that is something that I believe will bless you. At least when the time comes, I'll know and tell myself that I was glad that we did not just trade only. We also read the Bible. People are blessed. Yeah, that is the kind of prayer, that's the kind of mind that I am carrying within me, with this Bible and trading sessions, that you guys will not only be trading, but at least something will come of your life and you'll be like, okay, I was so blessed by Bible and church sessions. Alright, so I believe that we are going to see the market push up, since now it has broken this zone here with a number of patterns that we see on lower time frame and higher time frame. Okay, I put this here. Maybe if I want to take a re-entry, I would have taken it here, but I'm still up with the percent for the day, since we already took a trade early in the morning and we got 2% out of it. I want to keep that for my afternoon sessions and maybe even the night session, and see how things will flow. So I'm not going to risk it on this trade. Yes, I see here that we got this breakout, so meaning if the market probably comes in this zone here, it might give us some good entry, and our SL should be maybe below here. Let me see how big that could be. Maybe if it happens, it will be a long, of course, not a short. Yeah, this should be around like 30 pips, but the market is already like even jumping so high, so this would be like a trade I would have considered, but I'm just still looking out. So if we don't close the stream before taking this, if I close the stream before taking this, I'll not take it. But if it comes through, maybe I will watch and see how it does come to meet this zone here. Okay, then there I can take it. So we just need to see the market give like good vibes of that this trade will work out. It's not just looking at the market going in any direction and you're just jumping on to take that particular trade. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. If it worked that way, we would have seen very many people keep winning every single time in the markets, but it's a bit different, my friend. Yeah. I'm reading here a comment, and one of the people watching here is saying, I got a good entry, but since I'm new to trading, I exited too early because I see few dollars. I got excited and wanted to secure it. Yeah, I guess if it's a good feeling to secure some profit. It's a good feeling. Don't feel bad about it. With time, you will learn to wait, to be patient. Accept to lose when you have to lose, as long as you're doing the right thing. That's the mindset that we are looking for, not just a mindset of people who want to win all the time, lose all the time. You just have to have the right mindset. I'm in this trade, I'm doing the right thing, I'm risking the right risk, and yeah, things will be very, very good on your end. Okay, So our second trade of the day hit a sell. We're still up 1%. This particular trade here is already running far away from us, and we want to let it be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end this stream, guys, and we wait for the afternoon session. The morning session has been good. So far, 2 trades taken in the day. One gave us a clean 1:2, another gave us an SL, and we are good to go. Okay, we are going to just wait and see how the day evolves. With this, we don't want to chase the market when we know for sure that we had to take something different, or we had to wait for the market to come in this zone, but we've not waited. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being on these trades, this particular stream, Bible and Chats. Then I want to again send big shout outs to my mentees who come through on the call. By the way, like I told you, there is a bit of a lag that is on the stream. So if you want to take the most out of these sessions, there's one simple thing to do: join mentorship. It's absolutely free of charge. It's absolutely free. When you do that, you will be able to get a feed without a lag a bit, which is different from what we see on where I'm streaming. But with the feed these people are getting is real time. Okay, I'm just trying to check how the stream looks on TikTok. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is what the TikTok people are saying, so I guess it's not bad. You guys are enjoying your life.
Preacher.
Yes.
Someone DM saying muted. I don't know if the room is muted.
I don't think I'm muted. Honestly. I see my volumes come through very well. If you guys can hear me, then it means everyone can hear me. Okay guys, it's been a very beautiful day, and I want to call it a day. We are going to meet in the afternoon. So thank you guys for being a part of this wonderful time that we do take trading. Again, trading is just you pouring out yourself. Be quick at execution, have the patience, have the discipline, have the focus, know what you're doing, don't blow your money. Okay, that's how life has to flow. So see you in the afternoon stream, and I believe you will love whatsoever that you find in the afternoon stream. DM me mentorship if you want to get into mentorship, and I'll give you that access. Okay, thank you guys, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Thank you to them. You understand really fine. What I put will be okay. mm, mm.